Okay, as you look at the markets, the equity markets, real estate, bonds, and the rest, let's focus on real estate right now. $23 million in Midtown Manhattan. It will get you, if you're lucky, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, sweeping views of Central Park, and no kitchen. Foreign buyers are lining up with cash to buy it, sending luxury real estate prices ever higher. Jonathan Miller is president and CEO of Dreams at Miller Samuel. Jacky Teplitzky has to put the dreams into reality at Douglas Elliman, and we're honored that she could find time out. What's your minimum property? What is is that like $4 million?
When you say minimum property, average selling price?
List, yeah.
Average selling price is between 2 and 4.
Okay, can the 1% enthusiasm that we see, can it trickle down to everybody else, or is your world just a rarefied world?
No. The upper end of the market is definitely also pushing the lower end of the market up, because right now we have a reality. There is no inventory in any price range. So it doesn't matter if you're looking at $1 million, or 2, 3, or 700,000.
What is the ramifications if the idea of Manhattan as safe deposit box goes away? That's what we are right now.
Correct.
For global investors.
But we are not only based on global investors. 40%, more or less 30 to 40% of our buyers are global investors. But everybody else is either second home or primary home. And we have to talk about the 70% that are primary home. Those are mainly Americans, New Yorkers, people that are coming also to study and to work here. So we are a very stable market. We always have been a very stable market.
Don't you, Jacky, don't you see the foreign buyer phenomenon here in Manhattan a little bit overhyped? I agree, it's about a third of the buyers are foreign buyers, but there's a lot of domestic purchasers here and New Yorkers, especially with some of this high-end product.
Oh, absolutely. I can tell you, I have a listing at Time Warner, exactly at the same price that you just mentioned before, the $23, $24 million.
I looked at it this weekend.
Okay, great. So did you bring your checkbook?
Yeah,
I didn't see you signing the check.
I knew she was going to say that. Bring your checkbook. I got it close, and this is your chance.
But what I want to say is that every time that I show, I'm actually very surprised about the names. We Google people before we actually take them there. We do a lot of research, and a lot of them, I would say more than 60%, have been Americans. The rest have been Chinese, has been Middle Eastern, and Russians. But I would say that the bulk, in this case, have been actually Americans.
When it comes to the luxury market, especially Bloomberg News actually published a story about the 57th Street corridor yesterday.
Yes, I saw.
So is it possible that, Midtown hasn't necessarily been the most desirable area when it comes to residential real estate?
Correct.
Is it possible that this could end in tears for those investors that are looking at this as purely an investment play?
I don't think so. The people that are looking for investments, they're going to buy into the $1 to $3 million range. These are not the people that are buying in the 23, 24, 50 million range. You have two different categories. Investors are buying for return on their investment, which is the rental income. And the rental income is very strong in Midtown because they can walk to work. So that area is also the ripple effect. If you have 157 being, so successful, everything around it basically is going to go up in value. That's how it works in real estate.
But Paul, you say 157, this ginormous skyscraper, isn't, it was successful, but now there's a change. What is it?
So what's been happening with a lot of the super luxury buildings across the city is there was such euphoria, such a instant early success that you had 15, 20 price increases during the marketing period. And so what you're seeing now is some of the larger buildings like a 157 or 432 Park is very slow sales activity.
This happened downtown in the financial district, right?
Exactly. So you get that early enthusiasm. And so to Jacky's point, I don't see any issue in terms of demand waning, that we have tiers. It's a global phenomenon that's driving it. Unless you think Europe is going to turn around dramatically, unless you think Brazil is going to change dramatically, unless you think the Chinese are not going to invest anymore.
John Miller, thank you so much. Miller Samuel. Jacky, thank you so much.
Oh, we didn't even talk about the Hamptons.
We didn't even get there.
Another time.
I was there this weekend. I have fresh data.
Okay, we'll come back with fresh data again. Jackie, thank you. John Malloy, thank you so much.
Thank
With
you.
Stock Twits, Forex report. I'm watching the euro through 136. We are not there yet. Looking for it. Coming up, Ian Bremmer.